Hot 99.1 Hip Hop and R&B Heat aired your home for Russ Parr in the morning. Yours truly, DJ ShOw here, taking you through the hotness as I do each and every weekday night, starting at 6 o'clock. And we got an extremely special guest on the phone right now, Mr. Can't Trust THOTS himself, Wash, on the phone line. What's going on, bruh?
What's going on, man?
Nothing much, man. I appreciate you calling up, making sure we get this interview popping. But
you know it.
First things first, man, let everybody know in the Cap City how you started doing music, where you're from, what was your influences. Just introduce yourself a little bit.
Well, of course, you know my name is Wash. I got the name because, you know, I played ball or whatever in ninth grade. My ninth grade coach actually came up with the name Wash, short for Washington. I'm from Port Arthur, Texas, you know, land of the trio of Pimp C, Bun B, all the greats like that. And, yeah, man, I grew up in the church singing, playing the drums, all that good stuff since I was like 5. Both of my parents, they pastors. So, you know, as a PK, you gonna do something in the church.
Yeah,
so that was my first. Yeah, that was my first form of really. You know what I'm saying? I called it the real artist development. But you know what I'm saying? As time progressed, I was able to dodge a lot of crazy stuff happening in the city. You know, it was getting pretty wild. And I worked at the oil refinery for a few years. Not a few years, maybe like 2.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And my writer, who's also R. Kelly's protege, ShOw, he had hit me on YouTube because I had some YouTube videos up at the time, and asked me what I had going on. His assistant hit me, and I told her nothing, even though I was working 12 hours a day or whatever, just grinding it out. But you know, I was really willing to give up the job, everything, you know, because this was my dream. So next day, man, I grabbed about 5 pounds of shirts, 5 pounds of pants, 2 shirts, 3 shirts. And I was out there in Atlanta, man, just grinding it out, you know, in the basement, just recording, you know, running on the treadmill, all that good stuff. So
nice.
Yeah, man.
Sound like you was on the Diddy plane over there singing and running on the treadmill, running around the track and all that.
Getting cheesecake and everything, man.
So you said that both your parents are pastors.
Yeah.
So my question is, how did you get from having 2 parents that are pastors to Can't Trust THOTS?
Yeah, man. Well, you know they got some thoughts in it. I was about to say they got some thoughts in the church, but even though they do.
Amen to that, bro. Listen, we ain't even going to get to that. That's a whole nother conversation, but seriously.
Wow. Nah, but man, they, well, you know, of course, like when my mother first heard the song, she was like, oh, what? I like the beginning part, but what is a thought? And my little sister, she didn't spare me no mercy. She just went in, well, mama, a thought is this and a thought is that. I'm like, oh, come on, but. You know, after, of course, that's not really her type of music, but she understands that what I'm doing is bigger than just me. You know what I'm saying? I'm inspiring a whole city who never seen it done like this before, as far as a young man like myself to just come out and immediately, you know what I'm saying, be successful and have songs on the radio or whatnot. So it's a blessing for me. But she understands, man, it's bigger than me. In
terms of the actual record itself, how did it come about? How did you actually figure out that this is something that you wanted to do in terms of just the song itself, Can't Trust THOTS?
Man, the way it came about, it was so ironic because my writer, he was actually writing a song, and I was actually in another room going through a thoughtful situation with this chick from back home who was sending me and my cousin the same pictures from his email. You know those pictures that guys get. You know, the nice, you know.
Absolutely. The lovely photos that you like to lock those away and make sure nobody else can see them.
Exactly. That's the ones you got to put a lock on your phone.
Amen to that, man. Don't give them the 4 digits.
Yeah, you can't do that, man. So, yeah, so she sent me the picture from the email. I was like, I love the picture, but, you know, who's email? And come to find out, my cousin hit me, and I found out. You know what I'm saying? That's when I found out that you can't trust that. Now, he was talking to her. I was talking to her. She was sending us both pictures. And I went in the room, you know, ShOw, he had hit me, and he was like, man, come here, I got a smash for you. And so he played the song that he just finished writing. I was like, oh, man, let's go. So we cut it right then and there, man, and it was history from there.
Let's clarify this as well. Men can be thoughts too, right?
Oh, yeah, definitely. That's another thing I want to say. So I don't want my females to feel excluded because they got male thoughts too. As soon as bottles come out, you see dudes, you know, trying to look and see, who over there? Let me try to be cool with them. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it goes both ways. I don't want to exclude nobody.
What are we expecting from you after this record? I know you got some stuff. Like I said, I was talking to you before off the record. We was talking about me doing a little Google search. I found a couple of joints. But what can we expect in the future from you?
Yeah, I mean, you can definitely expect some real nice R&B music, some just a little bit of everything, because I got like multiple influences from Marvin Gaye to Anita Baker, you know, to R. Kelly, Usher. So, I mean, you're going to hear all those sounds as well. It's ironic because a lot of people think I'm a rapper, but you're going to hear some real soulful sounds on the next mixtape, which is subject to drop and release maybe, I want to say, somewhere around March. We're going to push for March.
Nice,
but yeah,
nice.
man, call 5 Miles to Port Arthur.
5 Miles to Port Arthur. All right, so we're gonna get some party joints. We're gonna get some soulful joints, and it sounds like we're gonna get everything in between. So you got the mixtape dropping in March, maybe April. In terms of an album, you been working on the album already?
Yeah, definitely. We've been working on the album for a minute, you know, which is pretty much we can be done with it tomorrow, but we want to make it a classic, just like this mixtape is going to be. You know, we want to make it something that people just won't forget and we'll be talking about, you know, from a few years to come. We don't want to make no fly-by-night music. Of course, we're going to have the party joints, the fun joints, you know what I'm saying? But for the most part, man, we trying to stay here for a minute, man. We trying to go to the top spot, so we know we got to come with the real records.
Absolutely, man.
Substance joint.
Absolutely. You want to have some longevity here, man, because there's a lot of artists that, and you know, a lot of artists, they, you know, got maybe 1 or 2 records and then you never hear from them. And it's like, you know, it's one of those where are they now situations. Yeah,
man, I got to credit that to my team, too. You know, man, they always instill in me just stay focused, man, and it can be gone today or tomorrow. And I always knew that, too. It's never time to celebrate until, you know, we go to the Oscars or win a Grammy or, you know what I'm saying, something of that nature. Even then, it's back to work.
Can never stop, man. One of my things, got to keep pushing. Hashtag got to keep pushing as
got
always.
To, man.
There's no way to stop. But Wash, man, I appreciate the phone call. I appreciate the interview. Cap City, this is Wash, Port Arthur, Texas' own.
Port Arthur, Texas.
Brother, man, thank you for calling up. I appreciate it. Hanging out with DJ Show, yours truly on the hotness on Hot 99.1, man. It has been a blessing. I appreciate you.
Thank y'all for having me, man. It's a blessing over here, too.
Absolutely. As a matter of fact, while we got him on the phone, before we let him go, let's get right into it, man. Wash, Fresh Montana, can't trust thoughts, ladies, like he said. Men could be thoughts, too, so don't feel like we just picking on y'all.
Don't feel singled out.
Absolutely, man. This Hot 99.1 hip-hop and R&B heat. Lock in.
Hey.